Hi, I'm Jeremy and we're here at the Discover Bucks Museum and I'm just on my way to meet the first hero, Ranjula. Hello Ranjula.
Hello, very nice to meet you.
I'm Jeremy.
Hello.
I'm here to interview you today. I'll take a seat and we'll get on with it, yeah?
Thank you very much.
Ranjula, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
My name is Ranjula Takodra MBE. I'm British born from Kenya, but I've lived in Aylesbury most of my life. I came to Aylesbury in 1968 as a 10-year-old. It just was a lovely little market town at that time. Just seeing it grow is just amazing from when I was 10 years old. At that time, it was, you know, all you had is the market square and you had Kingsbury Square where the bus stop was, bus station. And it just, you know, seems to have grown and grown. Gradually, over the years, I started to do a bit of work within the communities of Aylesbury. For all that time, I ran a project for women, because in those days, especially women from minority ethnic communities didn't have anywhere to go. They didn't know what systems we have in this country. They didn't know anything about accessing services. So there was, you know, that is what I started to do, talk about health, talk about other organizations, teach them the law of this country because it was important. So that's what I had been doing for all this time. I became a governor in a couple of schools so that I could learn how the system worked in this country. You learn and you help people. I help everybody in Aylesbury. So anything I can make a difference in people's lives, I want to do that. I became elected councillor in 2003 as a district councillor and a town councillor, and I think I did district for 12 years, and I did the town council. I only retired last year.
You mentioned that you was a mayor twice, Ranjula. What does it take to be a mayor?
I'd never, ever, ever thought that I would be the mayor of Aylesbury. But I was asked if I would be the mayor. And I thought, really? Okay, I could try. And I did. And I became the deputy mayor first. And that was the time, just before I became the deputy mayor, I had cancer. So I was like quite reluctant. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what I'm supposed to be doing. But then the leader of our council and the person who was going to be the mayor, she also encouraged me that it'll be good for me to be occupied so that I can deal with my health issues. And there you are, I became, and it was the best year of my life because the second time when I was the mayor, we had the Queen's Golden Jubilee, which was really lovely because you could go to garden parties. And I mean, we went to our local parties here where they were celebrating. And also we had the 2012 Olympics, and seeing that Aylesbury is also the founder of the Paralympics because of Stoke Mandeville Hospital, it went through Aylesbury, and what an amazing time that was. So I feel really privileged and honoured to have been part of all that. So life has gone from working in different places in Aylesbury. I worked for the Racial Equality Council for good 28 years in equalities, And now I've got my own little organization where I help and support victims of crime. What made me do that as well is because a lot of men and women suffers from domestic abuse, and our organization is what we do is support victims of crime. So obviously crime could be anything from domestic abuse to any trauma that you might have been through, and that is what drives me as well, to make a difference in women's lives. And we decided that even men suffer from domestic abuse, so we wanted to do that as well. So I'm currently still working with my challenges. In 2008, I had breast cancer, and that was a huge challenge for me. I survived and got on with my life, and I also am a survivor of domestic abuse myself, so that is what drives me too. So I know exactly how men and women feel about domestic abuse. So then I got over that. I was still the mayor at that time, but I managed to, work through it. Then again in 2018, I was diagnosed with cancer again, and that was again challenging. So I overcame that again, same breast cancer again. I also had an aneurysm, and I'm so lucky to be alive. I'm here. I like to inspire people to say, any challenges you suffer, then please deal with it, because you can survive. If I can do it, so can you. And that is what drives me as well. And obviously that was extremely challenging, because my health has deteriorated since, and I have a eye condition called retinitis pigmentosa, which is a genetic problem. But when I had the aneurysm, it caused another condition, and that is when I lost my sight completely. So it's been really challenging, but you need to get on with life. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm hoping that, it inspires others to carry on doing what they wish to do.
Ranjula, you also mentioned that you have an MBE. What was it like to meet the Queen?
Oh my God. I was praying that it would be the Queen who would give me the award. When I had the letter to say I'd been nominated, I thought I'd committed something. I might have had a parking ticket in London or something like that. But when I opened it, it was just like, I just burst into tears, because I could not believe it. But it said in there that I'm not supposed to tell anyone. I mean, to keep that secret, until until New Year's Eve, and you think, oh my God, I have to tell somebody. So I told my children, nobody else. And it was just like, oh my God. And I was, at that time, I was also recovering from cancer, and I had also been diagnosed again for a secondary cancer in my liver, and I was told that I haven't got long to live. And I was just saying to my children, come on, we'll just celebrate, don't worry. And they were obviously in tears every time they sit with me. But we decided to go and celebrate, booked a nice hotel, spent a lot of money. I thought, well, I'm not going to be around, am I? And they told me a day before that they'd made a mistake, and I'm fine. And oh wow, what a celebration. And I had my wish of being seeing the Queen, and it was at Windsor Castle. And obviously, as we all know, that was her residency, and she was so relaxed. She was absolutely lovely. She's quite tiny, but just to see her and to talk to her and let her pin my award, awesome. That's a memory I'll always treasure.
Well, thank you for your honest answers, and I'd like to say you are a hero.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.